Hey everybody, wanted to share a little bit about some of the changes that are coming up in our lives, some of the reasons behind it, some of the history behind it, and a little bit about what it means for the future as well, for us personally, for the channel, and various other things. So back in really November of last year, we understood that a time of change was coming. My wife pretty much realized with her school district that this was going to be her last year there for various reasons. Couldn't say it out loud, but we knew in really November that a change was going to have to be made there. It was also fairly clear before we took our trip to Israel that our time here in Crane was probably wrapping up. And the one thing that the trip helped us do was it helped us step away and evaluate and see and think about and pray about what was happening here without being right smack in the middle of it. So that was an amazing benefit of that trip. And we really came to realize on that trip that our time here at Crane was wrapping up as well, both for us and for the church. Just the last few years have been very difficult. COVID has not helped. And it's become pretty clear for us and the church that both needed a change. I truly believe that the church is going to have somebody who can come in and take it in a direction and do things that we just simply were not able to do anymore. Because of time pressures, because of my health, just because of my abilities and skills. So I really believe that it's going to be good for Crane. But we knew, really, we had made a decision in January. It's time. It is time to move on. It is time for the betterment of the church as well as us. So our initial thought was that we would be looking towards Springfield and then other areas. My wife actually put her resignation in her school district in January. And I know we haven't talked about this, but we've known, but there's a lot of reasons sometimes we're kind of keeping things on the hush-hush. But she put her resignation in January because it meant a extra financial bonus when she does leave here this summer, and began looking. We initially wanted to look in Springfield. She actually interviewed in Springfield for a spot, and we wanted to go there because it would be a nice pay raise and put a center of things. And the one interview did not go real well. It just wasn't a comfortable fit. She came off and just went, nope. And so I was going on a trip to California. She had also arranged another interview with Branson School District. Now, me personally, I'm like, Branson would be cool. It's close to all the stuff I could do for my channel. It's further from Springfield, though. But, you know, there was the personal side of me is going, Branson, yeah, but more expensive to live and be lower pay. Well, as it turns out, she did an interview with Branson. Went smashingly, amazingly well. And like I said, I'm traveling to California. She tells me about the interview at one of my stops. And then as I land at my next one, get off the plane, she says, well, they called me back, offered me the job, and I accepted. Oh, okay, so I guess we're going to Branson. As it turns out, she is actually getting as much, may even be a little bit more of a pay raise going to Branson than if we'd gone to Springfield, which was very nice. We started looking around then at options, started making plans to transition the church. Started looking at housing options and realized renting is prohibitively expensive right now, especially when we've been in a parsonage and haven't had to worry about rent. And so we started looking at buying a home. A long story short, we found a home in the Branson area that is perfect for us and within our budget, and we'll be paying hundreds of dollars less a month on mortgage payments than we would be in rent. So we're in the process of that. It should all goes well. It'll close here in about 3 weeks from the time I record this. So we've got a home. We've got other things set. So that transition's taking place. And then we let, before we actually put an offer for the home, we did let our leadership here know that we're going to be transitioning out. I actually had one of the ladies in my church say, well, where you're going, we knew you were going to be going a long time ago. It's about time. Oh, okay, thank you. Not in a mean way, not get out, but happy and excited for our future. And that's kind of where I want to share a little bit. where we're going, we've been pastoring for 11 years. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, so you're going to go pastor a new church or start a new church. And, well, not exactly. In fact, we won't even have one church really that we're established in. We will probably have one that when we have free time, we will visit on a semi-regular basis. But what we're actually going to be doing for at least the next 2 years, and that's kind of our hope, is the next 2 years up until summer of 24, is we're going to be traveling around to different churches. We're looking for speaking engagements, small groups, whatever, to go share, preach, talk about our vision and what we want to be doing in the future. And so we're going to have 2 years where the modern word for it is evangelist, but we're not really going in as evangelists. We're not doing camp meetings. But what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be in the process of sharing and meeting with people. We're going to be doing some support and fundraising for what we eventually want to do. So I've got 2 years here of trying to find places to speak. So if you've got a church or a small group or whatever, and you're like, hey, we could use a guest speaker one Sunday, I'm happy to come. Let me know. Contact me. But the biggest goal is to be able to raise funds for what we eventually want to do. We're going to be stepping into an international ministry. Now, I can't give a whole lot of details for various reasons. I do actually have a private Facebook group that we can talk a little more detail about it. So if you want information about that, drop me an email, sirwillow@gmail.com, and I can get you more information that way. But we do eventually want to step out into an international ministry, not based in the States, where we will spend a couple years out of the country. Ministry is really not the right word, but we're looking at doing work outside of the United States, studying language and culture, working with people to be able to do some neat things and to grow and learn for us especially. It's going to be a time of change for us and growth. And I know you can't go, so what does all that mean? It means that we're making changes. Yes, we're buying a home. We'll be in it for at least a couple years. We'll have family members that will be in it while we're out. We will be based just outside of Branson. And we're excited about the future. We've got some amazing things coming up that I'm excited about, going out and visiting churches and meeting people and building up a network and being able to share more in person than I can here, to be able to talk about what's happening in the world and our role in seeing if we can't help some of it. It's going to be a neat adventure that we would love to have you be a part of. This channel will still keep going, obviously. I hope, obviously. I actually, with the change in what's going on, I should actually have a little more time and flexibility to be able to upload videos here regularly. We won't have the demands of the church over us. And so that will that'll actually free up time for me to be able to concentrate on booking places to speak and things to do like that, as well as to be able to do more videos here. So I'm actually really excited about that this will hopefully be able to grow. I have to throw some ideas out at my leadership that we'll be working with. There is actually a chance that I may be able to start eventually another channel that will talk about living where we're going and what it's like and things like that. So that is a possibility down the road. I don't know how much of a possibility it actually is. I will still keep doing my other YouTube channel as well. In fact, one of the things I'm really hoping to be able to do, because this opens up a lot of travel possibilities, we're hoping, is to be able to get out and explore some spots for my other channel while we're traveling for the church. And so you're going to see me trying to do things like, okay, there is an amusement or theme park there. Is there a church nearby I can preach at? Or vice versa. Oh, look, this church over here wants me to come. Is there something over there I can go film for my Confessions of a Theme Park Worker channel? And kind of combine the two and hopefully be able to make both work. That's kind of my goal, my optimistic goal, and I think it can actually work out really well. But we are excited for the future in a way that we haven't been in a while. There's so much that I really want to share, that I want to be able to tell you. But unfortunately, video and social media isn't the place to share some of it. But we're really looking forward to what is coming up in the future and what's happening. So again, if you want to know more, we do have a private Facebook group. If you're on Facebook and you friended me, send me a message and I'll be able to let you join that way. Send me an email if you're not on Facebook or you want to know more, and I can touch bases with you that way. sirwillow@gmail.com is the best email to use. And that way we can start letting you know. And again, just be aware, we do have to be careful with some things. And so that's part of why I can't share a lot more. But know that what has been in our hearts for a few years now, we're finally getting to step out and doing. And I am so excited. So I hope that you're along for the ride with us with that. That would be amazing. We'd love to talk with you more through one of those other means, and or in person too. Like I say, if you got a potential option and opportunity for me, I would love to connect with you and see if we can't make it happen. It doesn't even have to be a church. It's, hey, I've got some people over at my house that want to meet over dinner and let's hear your story, or let's go have coffee somewhere, or something like that. If it's something that I can travel to, and I'm open to Zoom meetings and using StreamYard to connect that way, and whatever else works for you, let me know. I would be very happy to share personally with you. So looking forward to that. I hope that helps answer some of the questions and hopefully stirs a little interest in some of the other as well. Thank you so much for watching, for being with me along with this, and looking forward to what's going to be coming up on the channel, and some changes, hopefully more uploads, and more opportunities to be able to share with you on it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for your encouragement too. We appreciate it. God bless.